Jacobs ran into Eli, who got popped. Eli's shaken up, and he's really cut, as you see. He's bleeding significantly.
Calvin Pace is unblocked. You just got to hope Eli's okay. It looks like he caught a forehead on a face mask.
Best pre-season highlight ever. Yeah. As an Eagles fan, it's awesome seeing Eli bleeding profusely. Now that's good stuff right there. And fat Brandon Jacobs screwing up cause.
Hey, Garrett.
Beautiful.
How many Super Bowl MVPs does Donovan McNabb have?
Anyways, let's all ignore Matthew Cause right now and get back to me. Thank you very much. We got some good, some preseason goodness coming to our town Thursday. Bills versus Colts. Yay. Whatever. Honestly, this is just preseason, and obviously it's part of the Bills package for the team to come here to Toronto, and I get it. But the problem was, and continues to be, the pricing. Eric, during one of his segments on the radio a couple weeks ago, did a fantastic job highlighting how expensive the tickets are in a league in the NFL period overall, and its comparison to the cost of the tickets here in Toronto. I guess Dallas is the most expensive ticket, Eric, in the league?
Yeah, the new Cowboy Stadium, yep.
And still, the tickets to these Bills games in Toronto,
more.
Like they average like double the amount.
The cheapest seat in Toronto, and the preseason prices are the same as the regular season prices for the games in Toronto. The cheapest seat in Toronto is $75. The most expensive seat in Orchard Park for a Bills game on a regular week is $90.
It's crazy.
So a $15 difference for the most expensive seat versus the cheapest seat.
And the Toronto sports fan is intelligent enough to understand this, and it's insulting, and I think it's lessened the appetite for Torontonians and us wanting an NFL team of our own. And quite frankly, I think it's boosting the popularity of the Argos a little bit more because it's that much more charming and, most importantly, affordable cause.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, if you remember like a decade ago, all we ever talked about, we want an NFL team. We want an NFL team. It was, Paul Godfrey. A couple years ago. A decade ago, I remember Godfrey was really all part of this, trying to get this done. And now we're seeing where people are not as interested in going to games, where the buzz, has really started to take a hit. And I think the reason is we've been alienated. With Ted Rogers and Ralph Wilson, everyone was here a couple of years ago with their big money bags with Mr. Burns. And again, they've just done a horrible job marketing it. There's no tailgating going on. There's no atmosphere. The tickets are too expensive. They have absolutely destroyed this.
Yeah.
The teams are good. The teams are good as well.
I think that kills some of it too. Nobody wants to go see the Bills, and those who do want to go see them want to see them play against someone that's good. I mean, they're bringing the Colts up for this game on the 19th.
Preseason, they'll see Peyton Manning for 5 pass attempts.
That's the point. But the way that they're overcharging for this, and that you said the atmosphere doesn't exist here.
No.
I think the great thing about having an NFL atmosphere is that you have to have an NFL quality stadium.
Yep.
You have to have the kind of promotions that'll bring people out
and
engage them. That's part of the experience.
It's all part of the experience.
And that doesn't exist here.
To kind of end where we started, maybe I've got 2 tickets for Thursday's game. Now they were given to me by a friend who actually did pay for them. Now, I didn't pay them.
Are you going?
I'm going. I'm sitting in the lower bowl. I should have brought them as a little show and tell. $185 a seat for the tickets that I'm sitting in on Thursday night.
And
I can't believe the audacity to
is
charge that much.
Yeah.
And people come down on the Toronto sports fan. Maybe Roger Goodell will sit on his high horse and say, maybe we don't want to bring a team to Toronto because, you know what, the attendance wasn't that great. But those ticket prices are insulting. I went online on Ticketmaster.ca to buy a ticket for both the games this year. $261 total to sit in the upper bowl, $566 for the lower bowl.
It shows the arrogance of the National Football League. It's the most arrogant of all the 4 sports. I love the game, but again, when they're as powerful as they are, they feel like they can do this. This is actually, again, I think.
But they're not charging it.
No, but because they bringing it unto Canada, and now we feel so beholden to the NFL that we actually get a little taste of it. Actually, I think this is good for the Buffalo Bills. I think this is going to help all the money they get. I think it's going to help them.
Yeah.
And I wonder how long is this experiment going to go when it's over? I don't know if they're going to renew this. I don't think they should renew it. I don't think for the city of Toronto, if you're not going to bring us.
But I think we can all agree it would have worked if the tickets were cheaper.
They have to revise. They have to revise that. Plain and simple. I think that if there's enough groundswell from the people who are trying to go to these games, who want to try and support the NFL from Canada and from Toronto in particular, well, it
I gotta
has
wrap
happened.
this
It could.
up.
No one wants to spend
Great show
$100
tonight,
for Ryan
guys.
Fitzpatrick.
See you tomorrow night.